All right, so here I have a Harbor Freight Pittsburgh 3-ton floor jack, the low profile. I've had this guy for, I don't know, probably at least 10 years. Might even be longer than that, and it's worked great. I haven't had any issues until about a couple weeks ago. I went to use it and jacked up the car just fine. I was actually working on a friend's car, and then the seals blew out. When I went to let it down, it wouldn't go down, so I had to push the jack by hand, and it went down. But then I noticed the fluid was squirting out the back, so the seals are toast, the O-rings. I did find a video. First I was gonna throw this thing away. I was like, just buy a new one, which I did buy a different one, but did some research and found that it actually looks like it's pretty easy to fix. So I already got these bolts loose. The only video I could find was like in Chinese, which I was able to get the gist of what he was doing, but I figured, you know, since I'm gonna do it, I might as well make a video that's in English to help those English speakers out there. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to work on this thing. I'm gonna apologize now. I do not do any kind of videography professionally, so bear with me. But finally I got a GoPro, so should be pretty decent. So there's 2 bolts on either side, and they're 26 millimeter. I have 26 here, which fits perfectly. If you don't have a 26, you could probably just use an adjustable wrench. They were not in very tight, so I'll tell you that. So wouldn't worry too much about that. As you can see, this jack has seen some weather. It's pretty much been outside its entire life, under a carport, but you know, still subjected to the elements more than if it was in a garage or shed or something. So we'll see what kind of condition the pistons are in. But go ahead and take it apart here. Doesn't look too bad. Looks like they have some grease on them. Yep, and that just pulls right out. Okay, not too bad. So let's see what we're dealing with here. From my understanding from that other video I watched, these things should just pull out. These pistons. Yep, pulled right out. And interestingly, the O-rings don't look too bad, at least on this side. Go ahead and pull the other side out. Whoops. Knocked the camera over. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Take a look at this one. Okay. So there's definitely... Yeah. It looks like this one might be the one that failed. I can see what looks like a nick here in the O-ring. There's definitely some rust action here, so I'm gonna try to clean that up with the wire brush, maybe some sandpaper. But there's definitely, this one's definitely not as bad. But yeah, let me get these cleaned up. Get some brake cleaner on there. Take this spring off too. I guess I should make sure I remember which one's which. So I think I went like that, and like that. Oh, other way. Like that. Yeah, and the pistons. Okay. Yep. So let me get this all cleaned up. I'm gonna stop the recording, and then I'll be back. All right. So I took those pistons out. And I got them cleaned up pretty good. They're just drying by the sink. So before I can finish this repair, I need some hydraulic jack fluid, which I ordered some, and I'll link to that in the video what I ordered off of Amazon. It's Bar's stop leak. Bars hydraulic fluid with top leak. It was like $5 for a 12-ounce bottle. But what I'm gonna do, that should be here later today, but since I don't have it, I don't want any dirt falling down in these cylinders. So I got some coffee filters here. I'm just gonna, if I can do this, get some rubber bands, just kind of loop them around just to hold them loosely in place, just so that, damn, I'm having a real hard time with this. I'm not the most dexterous person. Alright, it's good enough on that one. Yeah, anyways, that's what I was saying, just to try to keep dirt and debris and crap from falling down in there. So I think that's probably what caused the O-ring to fail, since it looks like it has a nick on it. And actually, I probably don't even need a rubber band, honestly. It's just on there good enough just so that it, you know, crap and stuff won't fall down in there. But yeah, I think what probably happened is some piece of dirt or maybe a pebble, something got down in there, and as I was jacking it, you know, pumping the piston, that was rubbing and just nicked the side of the O-ring, which caused the failure. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit more careful in the future about, you know, storing this thing and just keeping it clean. I've never done anything, any kind of maintenance to this jack. I've never cleaned it, nothing. And like I said, it's been working for at least 10 years or longer. So I'm pretty happy with that. But now I just got to figure out what size O-rings those are. I actually have a big pack of O-rings from Harbor Freight, so I'll be back with that later. Alright, so I'm down here on my workbench and just changing out the O-rings here on the pistons. So I've had this O-ring set from Harbor Freight for a long time. It's O-ring assortment. And it seems that in the smaller piston, these O-rings match up with the 111s, which according to the sizing chart, 111 is inner diameter 10.8 millimeter, outer diameter 15.6, cross section of 2.4. And then for the larger piston, this matches up with the 115, I believe. Just double check. Now I'm not sure which is the old O-ring and which is the new one, so. But yeah, 115 in this set, which according to the sizing chart, that is 17.8 millimeter inner diameter, 22.6 millimeter outer diameter, same cross section, 2.4 millimeter. So I'm just replacing that now on the bigger piston. So that's the bottom O-ring on. Now I need my trusty pick. This is also from Harbor Freight. You could use a screwdriver or anything just to get up underneath there. Pull the O-ring off. So that's the old one. I'll get a new one. And if you're wondering, for some reason some kind of oily substance got on these O-rings. I think I don't know what it is, but hopefully it hasn't compromised the material. But that's the new O-rings. So yeah, I'm just waiting on the Amazon truck to bring the fluid. So I will continue the video once I have that, and we'll put this thing back together. Okay, so I'm finally getting ready to put everything back together. I got the bolts that go here, cleaned them off, and I'm gonna put some of this red and tacky grease. Had this stuff forever, but it works it's really good grease. So I'll just go ahead and get that. Just a little bit, you don't need a lot. It's probably too much already. A little bit on that one. A little bit on that one. And I already got this thing lined up. This will be a little tricky because I'll have to, oops, have to kind of push this in. Press the pistons down a little bit. As I slide in the bolts. Oops. Yeah. It's also tricky because you have to get that piece in there. See if this other side's a little easier. Okay, I got that side started. There we go. Got this one in. Here. Okay, so that's back together. So now just need to fill up the oil. So there is a little drain screw here, or fill screw, I'm sorry. Fill screw there. And this vent port here. So from what I read online, you're supposed to fill this up until oil starts coming out of here. I was already trying to fill this up. Oops. I spilled some. Here's my stupid leaves. Okay. So I'm gonna go see if I can find a funnel that will fit in that. It's a really tiny hole. I can't seem to find a small funnel, only big ones, so clean this off. So. Man, just making a mess. Can't imagine that much fluid came out. Okay, it looks like it works. Go test it out.